The main idea of this seminar is to emphasize and take the suggestions from great players, how best we can draft and send it as a voluntary organization which is doing a fantastic job under the leadership of Sai Baba. This sports foundation, coaching foundation is doing a wonderful job, bringing the children who are on the roads to the excellency of participation. As a physical education man, what I feel, there is no sports without physical education. The emphasis should be on the children participating in the activity. Today you see not even 0.5% of the children, school children, are participating in the games. Only people who are voluntarily coming forward after certain stage who are interested in coaching are only taking place. You will see 22% of the youth today, 40 years to 60 years, walking on the roads. But you will not see their children playing in the evening at all. Because doctor has advised them, in view of their BP, in view of their sugar, to take regular walking. That is the reason they are taking regular. But they are not allowing their children to play in the evening, which is their maximum satisfaction for the child. That's what Sai Baba is doing, bringing the children who are left over and come in the evening, recreate yourself in the morning and evening. Whatever the facility plan for conducting a conference at Manipal for 1,000 physical education people who are working all over India on global excellency in sports and physical education 2020. How do we plan by 2020? I am very sure that the great players with your experience will throw a light how best we can improve the standards and suggest to the government through the Sports Foundation. I am very happy for the opportunity that is given to me. I welcome them.
At the outset, let me actually congratulate Sai Baba and the Sports Coaching Foundation for taking the initiative in getting our former players who have a rich fund of experience to come and share their experiences with us. At the outset, we are meeting here on the National Sports Day, which happens to be the birthday of Dhyan Chand. He was earlier known as Dhyan Singh, a person who had a great deal of attention, concentration, observation, memory, intelligence, imagination, and discipline. These were the qualities which are required for any person who has to do dhyana. And his name was Dhyana Singh. Now this Dhyan Singh used to practice at night in moonlight. Today we have stadia, we have all facilities, but students don't practice. In those days they had none of these things. And he, when he joined the army, was practicing in the nights. Because he was practicing in the nights in the moonlight, his name was actually called as Chand. So Dhyan Singh became Dhyan Chand. So you see how things happen. That means despite the adversities, he was one person who was able to rise above them and to show. And there's a very interesting story told about Dhyan Singh. Dhyan Singh, I believe, was a young lad, and his father was working in the army. So he went to the army unit one day, and then there was a match between the Europeans and the Indian teams. When the match was going on, this chap said, allow me to play. I can easily score 5 goals. I can easily score 5 goals. They're doing a big mistake. They're not able to see the gaps and then go and hit the goal. So he was first told, keep quiet. Then later on, when he pestered his father, the father went to the commanding officer and told the commanding officer, why don't you give my child a chance? So he said, all right, I'll give you a chance. So he gave him the chance, and lo and behold, he was able to weave his way through them and scored the goal. So therefore, from that time onwards, they said, so good, and we have spotted this talent. And once we have spotted the talent, why not we actually recruit him as a sepoy? So he was recruited as a sepoy because he exhibited talent in the game of hockey. And what it means is, some people have a natural flair. Some people have a passion for a particular thing because their entire mental makeup is made like that. So he was actually picked up, and then he did exceedingly well. As a result of which, in 1928, when India played the Hockey Olympics, India won the gold medal. Next time in 1932, India won the gold medal. In 36, India won the gold medal. And he was the person who led them. And in that match, which was played between India and Germany, India scored 8 goals, Germany scored 1 goal. At that time, remember, when I was a boy playing hockey in my school, my physical education teacher would always tell me, boy, remember 4 things if you want to be a good hockey player. And what are the 4 things that he told me? 1, you must have strength, you must be strong, you must have stamina, you must have speed, and you must have suppleness. That means you must be able to bend your body in whichever way. It must be like rubber. Only then you will be able to do. And all the time you have to bend while you are moving with the stick. Therefore your back muscles must be extremely strong. So you see, the way in which at a very, very young age itself we were actually told what is important in terms of physical fitness, and we used to be told, and we were given a formula. The formula was very simple. It is ACOMID, ACOMID. They said this is the principle of all education. Says all education starts from attention. So when someone is talking to you, you must be fully attentive. Attention. Second stage is called concentration. Without attention, you cannot concentrate. Why is it on the parade ground, the first order given is Savdhan. Everyone stand to attention. That means you are making them mentally, physically alert actually. So that is the first stage. Attention leads to concentration. Concentration leads to observation. You learn a lot from observation. Observation, if you observe, it gets part of your memory. So it gets memorized. Once you get memorized, you can recall the
I would like to take this opportunity to thank Mr. K. Sai Baba and to thank the Sports Coaching Foundation. It has been an aid to us. Whenever we needed to unite, whenever we needed any of the events, he was there. He's been helping us. The foundation has been helping us to promote the welfare of the students here and to make us feel home away from home.
Africa is the home to 2 of the oldest known board games, one of which is still played today across the continent. The Asian game of Senet was popular in Egypt from around 3500 BC. The Senet board has been discovered in burial chambers and displayed on the walls of Egyptian tombs. Unfortunately, no one wrote down how it is being played.
Before I start, I would just like to say something about Sai Baba. Sai Baba, right from the school days and college days, we are together in the same school, uni and other things. And his passion was cricket. And he is really a passionate and genuine man who takes up anything, he gives wholeheartedness to it. Not only cricket, another sport, the foundation. He works tirelessly. Every time I come here, he is the first man who invites me and asks me to come to his foundation and just to help him out in a few things. And I would like you all to put your hands together and give him a big applause as
Right.
That is what they do. Basically, in a sentence, we can say this. In states, I have been watching how the Education Act, if you go and see the child up to 5th grade, hardly reads anything or does anything. What they do is they put them into sports, running, athletics, basketball, soccer, you name it, and they do it. They see that the child is attracted towards school. Whereas over here, at least in my childhood, when I was a child, what we used to do, we used to wait for holidays. And we used to say, lucky we have a holiday today, we don't have to go to school.
Here I will appeal to all people who are here. Sir, all sportsmen, they should look in themselves inside that how they are contributing back to sports. I have my experience that very few of us who have played good sports in their life, they are rededicating themselves for bringing up the sports in our country. Most important thing is what is the sports scenario in our country. G.P. Rao sir has told that we used to have the grounds, we used to have the tennis courts, everything was available. Hyderabad Public School had 133 acres of land. Today we are left with only 73 acres of land. All have gone. We used to have 4 cricket grounds, 5 football grounds, that all has been sunk. And majority of the schools, colleges with us do not have those grounds and sports facilities. So I would request, I appeal to the people who are in power, kindly do that. And I will also appeal to the sportsmen particularly, kindly rededicate yourself so that you can bring up. And lastly, I would like to share with you, the sports scenario differs from country to country.
Of the National Sports Day, Sports Coaching Foundation is giving arranging a seminar on scenario of sports in India. There's a distinguished guest, so many people are bureaucrats and other people are attending this program. And in this program, how to develop Indian sports. That is, in our opinion, we feel that the sports and games should be an evolution subject in a school. Then every child will participate in games and sports, then totally like a cricket.